Well, back in the saddle again, still going round and round. Or I guess it's not round and round, it's back and forth. But it's been a fairly good day. I hope I don't jinx myself. Oh. I guess we're still looking for some rain to come. We haven't seen any yet. Today is Saturday, day before Mother's Day. Let me flip you around and we'll take a look. It's kind of what, oops, let me slow this thing down. That's what, kind of what we're seeing. It's pretty popcorn dry. So this little update of what's kind of happening in North Dakota here. Thought I'd just throw a video out, a short one. I didn't record anything. We were done with spring wheat, so we jumped on the soybeans here. But it's been going well. It just could use some moisture, but most part it's clicked right along. I really didn't throw any video. Nothing really too exciting happened, and everyone's seen me go round and round. Whoops, round and round with the air seeder in the past. So no need to keep watching that. Hello, May 16th, and again always windy, 40, 50 mile an hour winds. Well, we got the planter hooked up. And we're got supposedly the computer board on it flashed up to the latest model, so we can do precision with it now. But I haven't been doing much reporting. And I said I wasn't really doing anything unless something came up. Well, we kind of ran into a snag here. Let's go in here and go over this a little bit. All right, well, the issue we ran into is we're seeding soybeans and stuff. Uh-oh. And I tried doing some researching on the air. We got an error on here, and it puts us in the stall mode. The error code we seen was a 3141. And talking to people, it's on a fuel system. We had Zach, he actually plugged in with his laptop. He's able to see the actual error code. But you'd shut it down and take off. It worked fine, but as soon as you put the implement in the ground and loaded it up, it would go to the fault, engine fault. And we'd have it go to stall mode and idle around. Anyway, we dug into it, and one dealership said it's a fuel rail. There's a relief in the fuel rail under the valve cover that need to be fixed, and dug around on that for a long time. Then we called another dealership, and then he said, yeah, these things have a known issue with them. Case, New Holland, all these with this engine. All right, back at this high pressure pump here. What you end up doing is you take the breather cover off on the back, and then you take the actual breather off, the filter. And once you get to that point, you'll get up to where the pump is, which if you're in the cab, it's on the right-hand side, way in the back there. Well, you can see it right there is the pump. And what you got to do is get a puller, and you got to pull the actual gear off. And they say that these diesel pumps do not have timing marks and no timing on this style. So this is what we put together. Whoops. We put this together to get the cog off. There's no key in it. It's just a tapered shaft. And then a nut goes on there, and the nut gets torqued, I believe, to 195 foot-pounds, something like that. So we got the, like I said, we got the gear off, and now we're at the point of pulling off the pump. I think we got about 3-4 bolts on the base, then the actual pump should come out. And what we did on that pump up there on the back side is we stuck a bunch of rags in there in case you drop a bolt, nut, whatever. You don't want to drop it down in the engine. So we got that stuck in up there. And of course I did drop a bolt, but it caught it in the rags. So, okay, we'll just keep picking away. And yeah, I guess I just was visiting with someone and they said a lot of these problems with these pumps is that the fuel is so dry that it's not lubricating the internals on these pumps. So it'd probably be a good idea to be putting some additives in there to help lubricate these pumps. Because I talked to the dealership, he said, oh yeah, that's a common problem, and they go through a lot of them. And yeah, here's the new pump. Whoops. And take a guess. $49.95 for the pump. Almost five grand. So just to give you a heads up on the price. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. A little update. We got the pump in place. New high pressure pump. And we're just in the middle of tightening all the lines down and going to put on the actual gear. According to, well, back over here, here's the gear again. According to the service manager, there's no timing needed. They just pump up and your ejectors take the pressure as they go. So anyway, just nickel worth of time here where we're at. I'll just keep you updated. All right, later. Take a picture in here. That nut there that we put on, we put just a dab of blue Loctite on it. So we got that torqued in and just making sure everything looks good. We have a reference for if we got issues down the road. So yeah, we got it pretty much all put on, and like I said, the tractor ran fine until you put a load on it. You just throw air code and go to default. So, okay, let's keep rolling. The other thing we did is we put a white line across. And someone told me in the past, or someone mentioned that they've seen that these nuts they slip onto the gear and actually spin on the pump shaft. So this way now we can at least see if this thing is spun on itself or if it's an issue. So I'm just kind of going off of what someone else had passed on to me. So it should be marked up. Okay, let's keep rolling. After looking at this a little closer, someone brought it to my attention. This should all be one piece in here. And what looks like happened is this plunger here, if you look at it, it should be spring loaded. What happened, it looks like it come apart internally. And that's why the bottom, there's no way that it'll hold the spring in place and put tension on here if this come apart here. Because the spring goes in here, and with that being broke, it would just pushes the plunger out the bottom. So yeah, looking at this here, it looks like we found what the problem is. But because the other one is in one piece, and yeah, let me stick this. Oops, I don't want to stick that in there. It's in one piece, and it's put together. It can't come apart. So that looks like that's what caused. Oops, I guess I'm not down on the camera here. So let me get this together and get it put away.